Survival. That's what defined James Finley Ransone III from the moment childhood should have been safe but wasn't. Born June 2, 1979, in Baltimore, Maryland, to Joyce Peterson and James Finley Ransone II, a Vietnam War veteran, James grew up in a city that bred a specific type of weirdo, Animal Collective, Dan Deacon, John Waters, a through line of weirdness and hard edge. But beneath Baltimore's creative chaos lived darker truths, and in May 2021, James finally spoke his. For 6 months in 1992, when he was just 13, his math tutor sexually abused him, entering his world and stealing something that could never be returned. This led to a lifetime of shame and embarrassment, he wrote on Instagram, connecting the dots between childhood trauma and the alcohol and heroin addictions that would nearly destroy him in his 20s. In March 2020, he reported the allegations to Baltimore County Police, but they declined to pursue charges. The Baltimore County school system was informed, acknowledged receiving notification of a concern, but declined to specify actions taken. James spoke anyway, not for justice. The statute of limitations had passed, but so others wouldn't suffer in silence. Adolescence was brutal for James. "I did not fit in well with all the kids," he later admitted. Normal public schools were torture, until his mother found George Washington Carver Center for Arts and Technology in Towson, an arts magnet school opening its first fully graduating class. "I was like, yes, I'll do anything to get away from these people. I think it saved me as a kid. Going to art school saved me." From 1993 to 1997, James studied theater, then switched to fine arts, graduating in 1997. He immersed himself in Baltimore's punk scene, performing under the nickname PJ in several Fugazi-inspired bands. The Washington, D.C., Baltimore punk ethos, loud, raw, uncompromising, gave him an outlet for rage and pain he couldn't yet name. In 1997, James enrolled at School of Visual Arts in Manhattan to study filmmaking, but dropped out after 1 year. He worked as a party photographer for Patrick McMullen, played in punk bands, took odd jobs. In 2001, at 22, he made his film debut in the independent sci-fi musical The American Astronaut as Bodysuit. In 2002, Larry Clark cast him as Tate in Ken Park, a controversial drama about youth alienation and sexuality that thrust him into the indie film scene. That same year, James returned to Baltimore to audition for The Wire's second season. He was cast as Chester Ziggy Sobotka, the dim-witted, impulsive son of Union stevedore Frank Sobotka. Ziggy was tragic, a goofball who bought a duck and dressed it in a diamond necklace while his world crumbled, a young man desperate to be seen, who made increasingly reckless choices until he snapped, killing his partner in a fit of rage. James appeared in 12 episodes, and Ziggy became one of the most polarizing yet brilliant characters in prestige television. Ziggy's erratic behavior was a mask for a deep-seated desire to be seen, James explained in interviews. Having grown up in Baltimore, he understood the specific desperation of the city's port workers. After The Wire, James's professional career ascended while his personal life collapsed. He moved to New York and developed a 5-year heroin addiction. By 2006, he was tattooed, living rough, working when he could. Small roles in John Waters' A Dirty Shame, 2004, Spike Lee's Inside Man. In 2006, James got sober. That same year, he saved his neighbor from a rapist, chasing the attacker down the street with a metal pipe, a moment of heroism that showed the man beneath the addiction, the person who understood victimization intimately and refused to let it happen to someone else. In 2008, David Simon cast him in Generation Kill as Corporal Josh Ray Person, a motor-mouthed Marine during the 2003 Iraq invasion. The 7-month shoot in Africa proved transformative. From 2010 to 2013, James worked with Simon again on Trem as Nick, a chef and sometimes roommate of main character Jeanette Desautel. He appeared in How to Make It in America, 2010 to 2011, and joined Spike Lee's unofficial repertory company with roles in Red Hook Summer, 2012, and Oldboy, 2013. In 2012, he starred in Sean Baker's Starlet, then reunited with Baker for Tangerine, 2015. Horror became James's surprising home. In Sinister, 2012, He played Deputy So-and-so with such desperate curiosity that he returned for Sinister II, 2015. In The Black Phone, 2021, he played Max Shaw. But his most famous horror role came in 2019, adult Eddie Kaspbrak in It, Chapter 2, where his physical and emotional match with young actor Jack Dylan Grazer, his palpable chemistry with Bill Hader's Richie Tozier, made him a global phenomenon. Over his career, James appeared in nearly 70 films and television shows, always bringing intensity, always playing unlikable characters, always living in unlikable skin. "I don't always feel good," he admitted. "I get a lot more catharsis from taking pictures or painting or making short films." On December 19, 2025, James Ransone died by suicide in Los Angeles. He was 46 years old. The Los Angeles County Medical Examiner confirmed he died by hanging with no foul play involved. He is survived by his wife Jamie McPhee and their 2 children.